Welcome to your introductory video to our 26 Scenarios training. At Top Gun Academy, we utilize this training to teach agents how to control their sales process, much like other industries use statistical analysis to improve their performance and efficiency. To us, the sales process is just that. It's a process, one which we can strategically control in order to improve upon its performance and efficiency for our agents. The 26 Scenarios system was developed by our founder, Jerry Smith, to be a system of teachable sales processes. At its core, the 26 Scenarios utilizes customer analysis, strategic positioning, and personal development to enable agents to cross-sell from any situation they encounter in the field as a senior market health insurance agent. When we start working with a new agent, oftentimes those agents will start by stating that they are a specialist. We hear things like, I'm an annuity salesman, or I'm a final expense salesman, or I'm a Medicare supplement salesman. The thing about it is this: all these agents technically are working the same market. Whether it's annuities, final expense, Medicare supplements, or Medicare Advantage plans, the agents that work these products successfully are typically focused on the senior market. The key here is to understand what market you are truly in and the demographic of your typical client. By knowing that, we can begin to lay the groundwork for a successful sales strategy. This groundwork, in turn, becomes the foundation for the 26 Scenario system. So let's start laying this foundation by first understanding the scenarios that we run across. Every day we go to work, the people that we meet are going to have one of 5 situations when it comes to their health insurance. They will either be on Original Medicare only, Original Medicare with a Medicare supplement, Medicaid, group insurance, or a Medicare Advantage plan. So we know that we have these 5 health insurance situations. But identifying them was just the first step in mapping out our sales process. To find the next set of scenarios, we have to recognize that we will have clients in all 5 of those scenarios who are both healthy insurable and unhealthy uninsurable. So if we have 5 situations with regards to their health insurance, and the individuals in any of those 5 situations can either be healthy insurable or unhealthy uninsurable, that gives us a total of 10 different scenarios so far. But we all know that everyone's lifestyle is not the same. So in those 10 scenarios, we will have people that are in a low income, people that are more of a middle income, and people that are a high income. If we apply the income scenarios, that will give us a total of 30 different scenarios. Now we have to hold on here for a second though, because we also know this: there really isn't such a thing as an individual who's on Medicaid and either has a high or a middle income. That doesn't really exist. So when we subtract those, that really brings us to a total of 26 different scenarios. Those 26 scenarios are what you as an agent run into every single day. In this training, we will help you implement our systematic 26 scenario approach to your sales process. You'll learn how to identify all 26 scenarios, what products to utilize, the rules of the game that apply to each scenario, and the product presentations that apply in each scenario. Understanding these scenarios and how to approach them is what will take you to a different level in your career. Often when I meet with agents, one of the first things I do is explain the 26 scenarios to them. Then I'll ask, how many of these 26 scenarios do you actually want to be able to sell in? What do you think most agents tell me? I usually get, Matt, I want to sell in all 26. The problem is, they weren't aware that 26 scenarios even existed. They had no idea of the wide range of situations they were going to run into, let alone how to address them properly. They probably hadn't even mapped out their marketing or sales process before. By utilizing this training, they can focus their energy on increasing their income instead of trying to recreate the wheel, or in this case, the sales process. Typically, one of the first questions that I'll ask agents is, what do you think would change things for you? If you had to pick one thing, what do you think would be the difference maker for you and help you make more money? The answer almost always is, Matt, that's easy. I just need more leads. If I had more leads, everything would be good. It would be all good. When I get that answer, it really makes me curious. So I ask, is it just a matter of having more leads? Or is it a matter of having good, qualified leads? Now, every time I say that, the agent gets a little excited and fires back almost immediately. Matt, you're right. It's the good, qualified leads. It's the good, qualified leads that could totally change my career. Then I come back with, so at this point what you're telling me is that you get some responses to your marketing. They're just not good leads, right? These things are just a waste of time. Do you run into that a lot? Do you run into leads that are just a waste of time? Well, every time they're going to say, yes, Matt, we get a ton of them. The problem is, we get more of those than we do of the good leads. If we could just get more of the good leads and get rid of the bad leads, we'd be just fine. We'd make all kinds of money. I could be your most successful agent ever if I could just figure out how to get all kinds of these good leads. Now, the issue is this. I know that there are 26 scenarios, but I also know that most agents are only comfortable in selling anywhere from about a low of 4 to high of 10 before they go through our training. This agent comfort zone is normally where agents tell us they make their sales. When the agent tells me that what they really need is just more good leads, they're in effect telling me that they aren't a fluent presenter in all of the 26 scenarios. In actuality, what they consider to be bad leads really are just the scenarios that they run into that they don't know how to present in. They're the leads where they can't cross-sell to another product because they don't understand the rules. They may not have the sales knowledge or even the products to be effective in presenting the needed solution. They're the ones that they set aside because they don't know how to address them. To contrast that, it's the scenarios where we do understand the products, where we understand how to present those products, and where we are prepared to do so, that we then consider to be these good leads. So, we've got our good leads over here. We've got our bad leads over here. But the truth of the matter is, it isn't good leads or bad leads. It's here I know what to do, or here I don't know what to do. The key is, don't make this business more difficult than it needs to be. You need to work a systematic, effective process. You need to understand the demographics of your market, the pieces or the products of the game, and the rules that apply to them. You know, I had a gentleman I was speaking to recently. We were talking about marketing and lead generation, and he says, you know, Matt, here's my problem. I get back 10 leads from a mailer, and about 2 of them are good. 8 out of the 10 aren't any good. Sound familiar? So I said to him, if I could show you a way, if I could tell you how I could immediately give you access to 5 times the good leads that you're getting right now, because what you're telling me is that right now you're getting 20 and only 4 are good. So you wasted your time and your money on the other 16. If I could do nothing but give you access to those quality leads, would that help you? Would you be able to do more business? So I took the time to explain to him how he was running into 26 scenarios. And when we mapped it out, he realized that he was really only comfortable in selling about 5 of them. To increase that number, he would have to get a little outside of his agent comfort zone, which would mean he had to learn some extra products, how to present them, had to learn a little bit more about the rules that apply to those products. But if we could make all 26 scenarios something that he was comfortable selling in, could that make the difference for him? Could that make him more profitable than he has ever been in his career? I said yes, absolutely it could. You know what he said to me? He said, Matt, this is the best education that I've had. You showed me more in the last 10 minutes than I've learned in the first 5 years of being in business. That is the power of understanding and utilizing the 26 scenario system.